Hey everybody, welcome back, and today I am starting a long-awaited thing that I have been waiting for. We're in the woods, so right now you're on a gas well path, but we will head into these woods behind me, and we're going to make lunch today, and we're also going to maybe set up a camp. I don't know, maybe like a camp itself, but we'll start a fire hopefully. We'll make lunch on my new boiler, and let's just look for a good spot to set up this camp. So I'll be doing this a lot if you guys want it. So it feels nice out here. I don't have a jacket on, but see, it's very cold out. It was just snowing this morning. It's October 20. It's the 19th. Or no it isn't. Today's the 21st. So it's cold out, but my plan is to get a fire going and get heated up. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I know this is what you guys are here for. The content I've been putting out, it hasn't been good. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not really. It's not what you guys want, and I know it isn't. But we're gonna start doing some of this mixed in with it. So I'm gonna improve on everything. I'm gonna get a new camera this month. My 4-wheeler's being worked on instead of buying a brand new one, so it should run like new. And yeah, so let's get in those woods and start this channel again. Okay everybody, so we're at the spot. Not far off the trail at all, but we're pretty far down the actual trail itself. But I really like this spot because one main point is because there is here I'm not allowed to cut any tree down of any sort because they do use it for logging grounds, and I can't put nails in trees or anything like that, but I wasn't planning on something like that anyways. But I'm planning on this tree here is going to be our firewood, and that's about perfect. I mean, I can't cut anything down, but stuff that's like that they're not going to use, I can go ahead and cut that, saw it up, do whatever. So not far off the trail, and I like it. So you got a couple of different factors here which are good. You've got these big thick trees that aren't going to break on you. I mean, I looked around for dead ones. They're all alive, okay? And there's a lot of cover because it has been a lot of precipitation recently. And just, you know, not a lot of shrubs, which is good because I got to clear a spot of the shrubs so I can actually sit down. But yeah, I'm really liking this spot so far. There's a lot of birds here. I love birds. But got to get a fire going because I am freezing. So we got the other camera, which is good quality. This one isn't as good as the GoPro. But, you know, it's going to work. Something I can throw on my head for now to show you guys in detail what is going on. So we're going to move everything over here. Once again, not far off the trail. But I like it. No noise, no cars. A lot of birds. Because where I'm at now, it's just a field. So real happy about this. Dad dropped me off here. I'll call him, have him pick me up whenever. So yeah, like it. Let's get started and just set a basic camp up, get a fire going, and we'll start our food. Okay guys, so we're at the spot, and the reason I like it is because there's this nice stump over here, which is really nice. That's something you don't see is a really old stump like that, but there's some mushrooms on it, and it looks like a good spot to set stuff. So I really like this spot so far. I think we're going to set it up here. There's a couple of trees to tie my tarp to, and I think that's what we're going to do. So let's move on over to this spot and get it cleared up. Okay everybody, so we're at the spot I just showed you, and I'm going to clean up some of these leaves here, make a nice spot so no ticks get on me, and I'm going to move some shrubs. So might get my machete out and get that ready, and I might have to switch to GoPro to save battery on this camera, because I love the quality on this camera so much more. And I'm sure you guys would too, because it catches all the crisp colors. So I'm gonna put the GoPro on for you guys, and just gonna show you me cleaning this spot up. You're not gonna be able to hear me too well. Sorry for it cutting off there, but it is on the GoPro now. We're gonna start cleaning this spot up. So if you can see, but, we're gonna set our pack right here. Get our machete out. Here's our dry bag. Got this out of the one subscription box. Rocket Gator Ultra Light. It's a 10 liter dry stuff bag. I got my water pouch in here for my water. We're gonna hang this on something. I'm gonna set it over here. I'm just gonna set it on the ground. Doesn't matter. And I can't kill anything, so I'm just gonna start picking up some of these branches. And we're gonna start making a firewood stack. So right over here is a firewood stack. We're gonna make it right over here. So, let me make sure you guys can see this, because it's an iffy camera. Okay, so you can't see it. Making sure. But, some of the stuff is just getting back, so it doesn't matter. But set this over here. Firewood. That was a big tree. I don't know about a fire today, but I'll try. It's all wet. So let me give you a rundown real quick. I can only be here on Sundays right now at the moment because there's hunting, and this is game lands. And game lands normally don't allow this, but I got special permission from one of the fellow Amish neighbors, and I'm allowed to do this. So just want to let you guys know that. This is game lands, but I got special written permission. So get all this, little spider. Get all this wet wood. It's not going to do us good anyways. And I'm going to get a stick and clean all this up. So, just got a stick. Gonna move all this stuff. Take my hat off, guys. Don't need it. Get our machete out. Beat some of these little weeds down. Now I'll do lunch early because sorry for my heavy breathing, I'm fat, but for lunch it takes 20 to 30 minutes to actually fully cook in its pouch, so I'm gonna have to actually cook it early. So it doesn't matter, we'll do it early, but let's get this going. But for lunch, I got a shepherd's pie, and it's dehydrated shepherd's pie. So when I catch my breath, you'll actually be able to hear me because I'm fat. But get this little machete, chop some of these little weeds. Okay. These are kind of hard to pull out of the ground, so take the best thing. Best thing to do is that. And here's our stick to move everything. Let's get some of these weeds out of the way. Super important. And I'd also like to give a shout out to some big bushcraft names. Two of them that I normally watch on a regular basis. And that is, this won't do anything, but I just want to shout them out. TA Outdoors and Joe Robinette. So, huge fans of them. And I've always liked bushcraft, but then I ran into them and I get new ideas all the time. So, yeah. I'm going to give a shout out, because I really do love watching them. Could use my boot here. Just enough ground to cook on and set our fire and tarp up. Because for the fire part, I'm going to make sure it's just bare dirt, so I don't stir anything up. But I might set another camp up further back in the woods, but I really like this spot. It's nice and open, and that's what you want to look for. But you want some resources. You don't just want a spot with no taste in it. And these leaves are beautiful. Look at the leaves in Pennsylvania right now. Beautiful leaves. Colors everywhere. Really gotta love the colors of fall. All kinds. And also, there's tons of nuts all over. There's squirrels everywhere. So there's chestnut, there's like acorns. I don't even know what this kind is, but it's another kind. But so, okay. This is our camp at the moment. Not sure if you can see me or not. This is our camp. Just a nice little flat, muddy ground area here, and it should work very well. Got a tree there, so I'll get my paracord, and that tree will be the tie down for my tarp. So we're gonna have a tarp to reflect the heat this way. Have it up like a wall over there. Campfire here. Heat hits that, bounces right back on me. So I could sit here or by the tarp, and you'll stay warm. And since our cooker for this episode is just a camp cooker, I'll just set that up somewhere and pop it up real quick. So yeah, looks really nice. I love the colors out here. It's already got me back in the spirit of doing this again, because I haven't done it in a while. And yeah, so we're gonna get the nice looking camera out now and show me putting up the tarp and getting this camp set up. So really happy. If you guys like this and enjoy it, just leave a comment. Don't like or anything, because a lot of people say that, but the like doesn't mean anything really. Well, it does, but I don't care. So just leave a comment, just suggest things, and I really like this. So I know I've said it, but let's just get back to work. Okay guys, so you're back on the good camera, and I know you can't see my face, but right here you can see the mud that we just laid out all the leaves from. We got our machete here, which I will put back in its sleeve, and set that there. My hat I'm going to hang in a branch, because why not? Get that out of the way. And here's our little handy bag. Give you a rundown real quick. It's a seat you can sit on, and right here, how dirty my hands are already. And right here in the front, you got a little bag. In this bag, I've got my flint and steel, which I'll need in a minute. If I can't get it going, I did bring a lighter, but that's just in case. So I'm gonna try to get some tinder and start it up with some flint. But oh, real quick, they didn't even ask for a shout out, but about the Wild and Wild Grapple on Instagram. I put in for an entry for a giveaway and I got it. So it's a Jetboil stove, and this whole thing is your whole camp cooking stove. So if you could go and say thanks to them for this, because that was awesome of them. Can't believe I won it and they just sent it. And the meal I'm eating for lunch is actually, they sent 2 in the giveaway. So thank you to them. Hope they're watching, but just let them know I said thanks. But I can't wait to use this. I got it yesterday, and I made 2 hard-boiled eggs in 10 minutes. So, once again, not sponsored by anyone, but I'm just saying, can't wait to use that again because it's perfect for what I'm doing. The reason I have 2 propane canisters, this one's almost empty, which I'll run it out, and this one's brand new. So, if there's some, I don't have to use the other one, I won't. But I brought them just in case because they're not too heavy. So I got those canisters. Got our SOG axe, just like our SOG machete. I like using SOG. Got this $10 cheap folding saw from Walmart. You don't need a good one to get out in the woods, so I got that just to show you guys. The paracord I showed in my update video. Just these wash towels, just in case I handle, something gross. Just in case I won't use it, I'll just use water and leaves to wash my hands if I have to. Here's the lighter just in case I can't get it with flint steel. And we got a little pocket shovel that folds out from Walmart. And we got our folding scissors. So, I'm going to put this stuff back in just for now, because I don't need it. But what I do need is the paracord, and in my dry stuff sack, which I will grab right now. In 1 second. So, in my dry stuff sack here, I've got, I'll show you right now. I don't know why I do that with my hands, but I'm excited because this is fun. Paracord. Okay, so what we got in our dry stuff sack. I also won this in the giveaway. It's a big fork, stirring fork. And I brought a cup with hot cocoa in it. So I'm going to make some hot cocoa. And here is our lunch. Let me bring that up to you guys real quick. So here it is, guys. Let me focus this in. The manual. It's Backpacker's Pantry. Shepherd's potato stew with beef. Serves 2. I'll just take home what's left. But I can't wait to try that. Never seen one that complicated. Can't wait to try it though. That's our lunch. So our lunch and this will just sit up here for now. Out of the way. But also in this 10-liter stuff sack. These work very well, by the way. It's the first time I've used this one. Because I haven't been outside, but I'm using a platypus water bag. There's 3 bottles of water in here. I hate carrying those plastic bottles, so go with something bushcrafty. Something that's durable, you can drink out of it. You can put it in your pots, boil it, whatever. You can get one of those water filters, or the tablets, throw it in the bag with the dirty water, and there you go. So, it's a good thing to buy if you're going to get into this. That's probably a $10 one. I mean, they're not much. So, our stuff sack. Oops. Dropped my fork in the mud. Oh well. Still ate off of it. Doesn't matter. But we've got a folding tarp. Now this is all I've brought. This is all I brought, and then my camera gear. Because this is bushcraft. Don't want to get out of hand, but I'm probably not going to do the camp just yet. Just because I need to find the right spot, And I have to find enough materials that are on the ground. Because I can't use trees. It's not allowed. So, it's a double-sided tarp from Walmart. It's like $12. It's got the foil on this side, and on this side it's just orange. So, we're going to get this in the paracord, and I got a cell phone too. It's not mine. Wish I had one. Got a knife my grandpa gave me. So this is a good knife. We're going to use it on the paracord. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this. I can't wait. This is going to be fun. So, see you on the 2 trees. Now, keep in mind, guys, it's going to be very hard to hear me because it's windy and I'm going to be a decent amount away from you. So, let's take our paracord, our knife, and our tarp. And I don't know any special knots just yet, but I need to learn them off Joe and TA. But let's unfold our tarp. It's not a big one. Just enough to reflect our heat onto us. So, you can see, it's not a crazy big tarp, But we're going to tie the first corner into a tree. Brand new paracord. And make sure this paper goes in the bag. I'm telling you guys, if you're scared to come out here, you know, if you're, you know, as old as me or as younger than me, don't be scared. Once you're out here, it's so fun. You don't stress about anything. Because I used to, but now I don't. But when you're out here, you don't gotta stress. It's nice. So let's get back to this paracord. But I'm just saying, if you're scared of anything out here, don't. Come on out. Doesn't matter how far you are from your house. Come out in the woods. And you'll feel something special. So let's get this paracord open. It's got a twist tie, which actually I'm not gonna butcher it. I'm gonna untie it and retie it once I'm done, because I'm not using all this paracord right now. So let's get this untied. I hate wearing this watch out here because it doesn't match anything, but that's the only way I can tell time. So there's the paracord end right here. We're gonna set that down gently so it doesn't unravel like crazy. Get a decent amount of this paracord off. Get out our knife, which is stuck in my pocket all of a sudden, and cut a nice amount of this paracord off. A couple of cuts because this is strong, and there you go. Put the knife back in my pocket actually, because I'll lose it, and let's get this tied up. I'm going to tie it to this tree first, and we'll just see what works best. You might see me, you might not sure, but I'm going to buy a, it's a Canon G8 GX7 Mark II. I'm going to use that because I'll be able to see my actual, you know, a view of myself at the same time as filming, so it'll be easier. But I think right here's a good height for this. Up over this notch so it stays. Just give it a decent double knot. I know there's knots that release themselves easily, but once again, I'm not good with knots. And get our paracord, which is easy. I prefer black paracord because when you cut it, the inside's white, and you can find the end easy. Like, just like this. I just found the end by looking for the white part of it. So now this side's gonna need a decent amount because it's a full-size tree. Let's just get a hefty amount off of here. Well, that cut right off that time, but yeah. So let me make sure you can see me now, because I'm getting used to this camera still. Yep, you can't see me. So here goes my hat. Set it back on the branch. I'm going to go around this tree right now so I can tie this. That's a decent height. Good reflector. Perfect. And let's tie this up. Coming around the side to you guys. But here's our reflector. I have some little stakes I'll grab real quick right here that will hold the bottoms to the ground. Some little metal stakes. And just put it in the bottom tabs right here. That will just make sure it stays in the same spot and it doesn't move. So you want to save as much as you can. So there's our backdrop right there. Now that is a fire reflector, okay? So that just reflects your heat once again. So I think we're gonna get a fire started. So I'm gonna switch back to GoPro for a bit here and save some battery. But right here's our fire reflector. Right there we're gonna have a campfire. Right here we're gonna cook. So This will be good. Let's get the GoPro on. Okay guys, so I hope it's a good camera view for you, but let's get you a better perspective of this. I'm standing and it is up to my chin. That's a decent sized reflector. Easy packing to here because I'm not too far off the walking trail, but good reflector. Some good dirt for a campfire, which is key. You know, you don't want some dry, you know, dirt with leaves on it, because that's not good, because it can actually burn down through the ground and do a forest fire. So it can catch onto a root and then follow the root all the way, and you know, that's not good. So got our fire reflector. Fire's gonna be here. Just gonna make a tiny one because I won't be out here too long today. But as you can see, some blue sky there. There's a train going way yonder. But let's go around and find some firewood. Just get our little handy saw out and see if we can start one. So, gonna pick up my axe and stuff. As soon as we get a fire going, I won't keep feeding it, because I just want a tiny one just to warm up a little bit. But we're in our bag here. Not sure how to angle this camera. It's kind of tricky. We got our $10 folding saw and our SOG machete. So, you know, actually, I'm just going to show you guys. I'm not even going to use that. I'm just going to use this $10 folding saw. It's a little bit more work than a good, you know, high dollar one, but we're going to make it work. So, make sure this is still recording. It is. Still getting used to this GoPro. And I can't say its name like that, or it will shut off. Completely forgot. But, let's go find some dry firewood. Let's just go this way. If I could find, like, a dead mini tree, because that one is kind of wet. It'd be nice to find one, but might just have to work with this for now. And you know, honestly, guys, I don't think there will be a fire today. I can't chop any dead trees down. And if I can't find any good wood, I can't start one. So let's just give this a shot here. Let's break this off. See, under there's some good wood. I might have to split this wood to get it dry. But let's just give this one a test. Here. Let's see if I can split it. See if I can split this wood. And you know, I have to use this now. Might actually... might have to baton it, not sure. But, just try to get it. Let me stick this back in the ground. I've never done this before. Let's go over to our handy dandy stump. Or even this, log right here. Sit on the log and... Wow, not gonna work. Everything's too soggy. Let me try to get some of this bark off. This, you know, this might actually work. That little weed out of here. Let me get some of this wet bark off. Maybe I can start one. Everything is so wet today. It's saturated. Completely saturated in water. Not good. Not good for what you want. And I like keeping everything so simple when I do, you know, camp like this. Because, you know, easy packing. You know, everything in that way. You just want to be able to come out, relax, stay at your camp, eat some good food, some good dehydrated food. I've actually never had this kind, but we're gonna try it out. And I like dehydrated food. They come up with some very good ideas. But if I can get this stick to ignite, I will be able to dry wood next to it. So, if I could just get a couple of logs like this and get them going, that's all I need. Just something to warm my hands up. But I'm gonna have to find a way to store some good dry wood out here, since I can't cut any fresh dead trees down. Let's get this bark off. Okay. Cut that little end off. But we're gonna see if this works. We're just gonna teeter that on that piece of wood so it's in the air. And let's just get a couple more sticks like that. Maybe something beefier. And that'd make a very good little mini fire. Let's go this way, see if we can find a log. Yeah, whole base today is just get a fire going. Ooh, nice log here. Right here. That's a good log. We're gonna... Nope. Take it back. Not a good log at all. Broke right in my hand. Let's try this one. Give this one a shot. If I could get this stuff to dry a little bit. Sorry for the crazy camera. It is taped to my head. Over there's the trail. Hiking trail. Let's just get this stick broke up. That is soaking wet, but we're gonna try to get this going. And actually, guys, as this stuff's sitting here for a tiny bit, we're gonna start our boiling water, and we are gonna make our shepherd's pie. Because, like I said, it takes 20 to 30 minutes to warm. Or I could get exact on it. It takes 15 to 20 minutes. So let's get the water started now, get this going, and then 5 minutes before this here before it's done, I'm gonna start hot cocoa. So let's get this cooking. Might as well. Don't want to waste our time out here cutting wood, but we'll get it cooking while we're over here doing a fire. So let me show you how simple this is. This is the old can right here, but just for this part here, I'm gonna get out the good camera and I'll show you guys how cool this is. Okay, guys, so here's our stove right here. Move this wood and get some of this dirt off my hands. Let's get a wet leaf. Okay, so right here we got our propane canister. It's very windy out, sorry for the mic, but got our propane canister, $5 at Walmart right there. This is not sponsored in any way, just showing that this thing is really cool. So you got a lid with a strainer and a little hole on there to drink out of, and that's to put on the propane, but I couldn't get it to fit this one. I know it does, but I just couldn't get it to go. So I'm going to leave that in the lid, but that is a holder for your propane, this little triangle. So there's your lid. Here's a stove top, which I'm not using today. Just set that on our tarp. And right here in this little stuff sack is the burner. So you just take that out of your little stuff sack. And this here, oh crap, take this little, this is a measuring bowl right here to measure water, but I'm not going to use it today. Just set this stuff to the side. But right here you have your burner, fits onto your propane, and then right here is your little cup that you will cook in. So this sits on top of here, right? Sits on like that, and the heat goes up, hits this pot, which is insulated, and it just heats up whatever you're cooking, and it does it really fast. So just pop this in place like that. Get your propane canister. There's also a flame dimmer on it. I like putting it on the ground so I can give it a good spin, but get that going. Now, once that is tightened down onto your fuel canister, you can just go ahead and throw some water in there and start boiling. So there's also a electric, like a little sparker on here, so it instantly sparks and starts it. So we're gonna get it going, turn the heat up. Let me grab my water real quick, and we'll actually start getting ready to eat. Okay guys, so here's our water, the platypus bag. Anything like that will work for water. I'm gonna get this started first. So you're gonna simply turn up your dimmer here for the flame. Turn that up. And just like that, it started. You can't hear it right now because it's not on high or anything, but we're gonna turn this flame up. So right now it's on high. We're gonna pour a lot of water in this because I'm gonna have hot cocoa in that dish. See the steam come out of there from the heat of the pot already. Fill it up with our water. I'm gonna take a sip of this. Very good way to take water out with you. Not gonna carry anything special. We're gonna let that burn. Take our legs out of here. You don't want them in the water. Put our little steaming lid on, and we're gonna let that boil. In a couple of minutes it'll be boiled, and we can measure it out and dump it down into our dehydrated meal, and then what's left we'll make hot cocoa. So we're just gonna let that sit over here, let it cook, and let's get back to the fire. Okay everybody, so I'm behind the camera right now, and we're gonna bring our hot cocoa over, and we're gonna bring our shepherd's pie, dehydrated food, and as you can see, it is steaming out the top, which means it is boiling, and I can see it is boiling. So shake up our little dehydrated meal. Read the instructions real quick. Shepherd's potato stew with beef. Remove and discard enclosed oxygen absorber. Add 2 1/4 cups of boiling water. Stir well, seal, and let sit for 15 to 20 minutes. So 2 1/4 cups, 2 1/4. Set that there so I don't lose it. Hope you guys can hear me very well. It is so windy out today. I need to rip that a little bit better than I just did. Ooh, I smell garlic. I love garlic. And I'm not going to be doing dehydrated meals every time. I like cooking out here too. Cooking fresh meals. So, like I said, it tastes delicious out here too when you make some bacon and eggs. Oh my gosh, that smells delicious. Guys, this is going to be cool. Look at the inside of this real quick. Look at that. You got cheese, peas, instant potatoes, meat. Man, this is gonna be delicious. Delicious. So, let's get our measuring cup for water. And, set this in the trash pile. Heard something weird over in the woods there, but I don't know what the heck it was. But let's see. So, how many milliliters would that be? 530 milliliters. Dang. ML. No. Okay. So, have to fill this plus 200 more. So let's turn this off. It's completely shut off. Whew, burnt myself. Well, steamed myself. Man, that is some hot stuff. So, we're just going to simply click and pull our water. Just fill this. Okay. Fill that, and then pour it. Plus 200 milliliters. Make sure it doesn't tip. Plus 200 milliliters. So right to here. Wait. That's too much. Right there. And then that leaves us a little bit for hot cocoa. Should work fine. So, let me make sure I don't have to stir this. Okay, stir well. So, I do. Stir this little dehydrated meal up. Man, it's getting cold out, guys. Don't know if the fire's going to work. It probably isn't going to be straight up with you. At least we got a camp going on here. Okay, so it is 12:20. So I'm going to seal this and let this sit till 12:40 or a little bit before. Now, not sure if there's enough water for this, because I don't want to boil some more up. Let's just see. No. Let's go ahead and reboil some. While that's going on, I want some hot cocoa, so we're gonna reboil. No point in being lazy and not doing it. So let's get this back onto the burner. Okay, so it's going now. Let's get enough water. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna fill this cup. Oops. And then I'm gonna pour it into the pot, so I know exactly how much I need. So we're gonna let that cook up again. Put our lid on. Got our cup, hot cocoa. It's going. And, got an extra pack here, which I don't need. Set that to the side. Just gonna use the same spoon I used on that. So, let's turn this up on high. And let that sit. Pick up this trash over here. Don't need our water, and I'm not thirsty because I'm gonna have hot cocoa. So we're gonna put this away over here. And as that is sitting and finishing its warming up process, we're gonna let that cook. And I'm gonna see if I can start a fire. And I am just gonna try to use a lighter because the flint steel, it's so wet, the wood today, it's not even gonna catch fire. So I know it won't either, because I'll just waste my time. But get our cheap dollar lighter out. See if we can get this going over here. Hold on. Turn ya. This battery might die. I don't know. Still have to work around with this thing. So angle might be off, but let's try to get this fire going. Keep seeing deer. But get our log, and I'm gonna trim that. And you want this to get some nice little shavings on it. I know I'm probably quiet, but you want some nice shavings. on this stick, and this works perfect for it. Just gonna keep trimming some shavings down. Go back and forth. Works with this knife. Something keeps yelling. Birds. But right here, see how I'm starting to get those little swirlies on it? That's what you want. You want swirlies. When you start getting those swirlies on there, you're going to make a bunch of them. So, I'm going to see if this will work in my case. But, I'm going to try to make some more of these. I'm going to be honest, guys, fire's probably not going to work today. I don't have a fresh... firewood pile. It's not going to work, guys. I'm going to be straight up with you. It's not going to work today. We're just going to have to make lunch and have our setup set here. So, we're going to get the rest of this food done. And then we're going to eat up, drink our hot cocoa in our bushcraft camp. And just going to set this wood under some leaves or something. Try to keep it dry for next time. Because this is not a lot of wood at all. I mean, you can even tell that by just looking. It's nothing. So... I'll have to go out on a hunt for a nice sized log, and I'll have to chop it up and hide it under some twigs and stuff. So, we're going to wait for that to boil and lunch to be done, and I'll see you then. Okay, everybody, so just got your focus back in. We're going to shut our camp stove off here. So that is off. The water's boiling, as you just seen in that mini clip. There's the steam. Tried to get me, but didn't get me that time. Kind of got me on my finger. But we're going to make our hot cocoa, let it sit, and while that's sitting, I'm going to pack our stove up and put it back in its bag, because we don't need it anymore. So, we got our little hot cocoa packet, our little spoon, whatever. I'm going to use it on everything. Just why not? Piece of cheese on it. Wow, that's hard cheese. That piece got caught there. It wasn't even dehydrated. Or rehydrated, I should say. But, pour our hot cocoa in. After, almost poured it in first. That would have been stupid. But, that's enough. I don't need the extra. Now, since I'm going to go wash this when I get home, I'm just going to set it upside down on the dirt and let it cool. Let's get our hot cocoa in here real quick. Stir it up. My nose is running since I've been out here. Now we're going to let that hot cocoa sit. I'm going to pack up this real quick. Let me put this garbage over here in the garbage pile. But make sure you don't leave any garbage out here either when you're out in the woods. We're going to grab our stove here, which is already cooled down pretty good. And we're going to spin it. Spin it real quick so it doesn't squirt propane all over the place. But here's your little stovetop. Put that under there. Now that goes in its special bag, so you don't want that getting wet or moist because it sometimes would probably break. Once again, I'm going to take all this back out when I get back to home, and I'll make sure everything is clean for the next adventure. So, yeah, because this is full of dirt, but set that in there. Set that there. And then we got this lid here, and that holds the little leg right there. Put that over top. Put that on there. And there is your whole stove kit. Right there. So, fits pretty good. Get this back in our bag, and then we're going to come try our hot cocoa. Got some wood in there, but it doesn't matter, it's just wood. Let me pause you guys for a minute. I'm going to get everything that I don't need out packed up. And then once that's done, I will go ahead and we'll try our hot cocoa and eat. Okay guys, so I didn't pack anything up, I just turned the camera back on. We got our hot cocoa here. I fished the wood shavings out because they were pretty big, but we're going to give it a try. It's hot, very hot. I tried to get some in a spoon like this, but it's kind of hard because it doesn't have the fork end on it, but let's give it a try. Ooh. Hot, but delicious. A little bit too hot to drink. There's on the hot cocoa, and I think it looks actually delicious. It does taste good. It's real chocolatey. Look at that. I went and got a new mug. I was going to use the Carabiner mug, or Carabiner. But, I had to clean it, and I didn't have any time this morning, so. Look at that. So, I am going to get back to packing everything up, and I'm going to drink this as I'm doing it. And then we'll go and eat, which is, straight over there. So, yeah, that'll be nice. Okay, everybody, so I'm behind the camera. We got our hot cocoa over here sitting. Had some more of it. But we're going to sit here. We're going to end this off by eating our meal. So, I'll only bore you for a couple of minutes here because I don't want to waste your guys' time. But, right here we got our shepherd's pie. I call it shepherd's pie but you got a potato. It looks like right off the bat there's like chunks of, there's mashed potatoes and chunky potatoes, I think. And there's meat in here and everything, so let's give it a try. I got a spoonful. It smells like shepherd's pie, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of garlic though, but we're going to give it a try as soon as I catch my breath. A lot of pepper, and there's cheese. Wow. That is actually really, really good. I'll have to order a box from these guys. I won this off the Instagram competition. But oh my gosh, is that good. I only have a little bit more here, but honestly to God, I will go home and probably eat the rest of this. Not the whole bag because it's 2 servings, but it's making my nose run because I'm cold, but they nailed that. They nailed it on the head. That is honestly really, really good. Like, that's a company worth getting from, you know. Maybe try all these other side companies. You don't want to just, you know, do one company like Mountain House, like I've normally done. You want to try different tastes because they're not the only brand out there. You want to go online and see what other brands there are, or ones that are starting up. Like this, I've never heard of them, but I will probably order some from them. Backpacker's Pantry. So, Mm. Like I said, it says with beef, gluten-free. It says traditional English pub stew of creamy mashed potatoes, beef, vegetables, and shredded cheese. Perfect if you're looking for a hearty and delicious meal. So, we're going to end that off here, guys. I'm glad you could spend lunchtime with me in the woods here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing more of it, every once in a while here. And not, like, spaced out like crazy, but I'm going to try to keep uploading, as good as I can. But, yeah. Marty, love these woods. I'm going to finish off on another spoon, and hope I see you in the next adventure.